Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy How Free Speaks. I'm about to get it in today with Tupac changes. Okay, comment came through from Daz. Okay, pushing us ahead of the Tupac list. Changes. All right, so changes. I see no changes. Can a brother get a little piece? Yo, this song right now not is relevant right now as it was when it was released post Tupac's death. Okay, Tupac, if you didn't know, died in '96. Didn't die, he was shot, murdered in '96, and I believe the song was released afterwards. Okay, so he did a lot of recordings. He was a really hard-working dude. He was a hard-working dude. He did a lot of stuff prior to his death. A lot of people say he saw it coming. He envisioned it or whatever. He spoke about it a lot in his songs, and that's why a lot of people till this day go back into his catalogue, music catalogue, and listen to songs that sort of hint towards that final demise. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, Tupac changes. We're gonna do this. This isn't a first time listen. Well, I've not heard this track for like 5 years now, maybe 4 years. Okay, one of my friends played it to me. It's not a song I'd usually go and listen to out of the Tupac music catalogue, I'll be honest with you. Okay, the songs I usually like to go listen to are the ones that kind of like, where he kind of feels like he's talking to you directly. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, so anyway, before I do start this reaction, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Give this video a like, give it a share, okay? So if you're enjoying it, little things like that do help support the channel. Alright, so anyway, we're going to jump in with Tupac changes. And if you are interested, I'll be dropping the lyrics down below in the description box. Okay, so here we go. So that right there, that's the BMW. Straight away, this is the actual official music video. That was the vehicle he was shot in Las Vegas. When I went to go visit Las Vegas a few years ago, I actually went to the area. It doesn't mean it's weird. I wanted to go to the area where he was unfortunately shot, and then wanted to go see it. Was it the area he got shot, or the place the car actually stopped? There's certain areas in Las Vegas that has that area. But for a Tupac fan, that's as close as I got, just having sort of a connection outside of the music with this artist. You know what I'm talking about? We're going again.
Come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purpose.
I wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living or should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor. My stomach hurts. I'm looking for a purse to snatch. He only spoke about what he knew. Despite, yo, you got to remember something. When he wrote this song and rapped it, he's already got the Rolls Royce, he's got the mansion, he's got the jewelry, he's got the fame. He's a bachelor, right? Engaged, whatever. I mean, it depends on the timeline you're looking at, right? I'm just trying to reiterate, why is this guy still talking about poverty at this stage in his career? Do you know why? Because he was real. He kept it real. You know, and I just said those words out. I was touched as well. I'm tired of being poor, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. He doesn't want to do robbery. He doesn't want to commit crime. But he's tired of being poor.
Snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, killing, he's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them, don't let them deal with brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brothers, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other.
I've got love for my brothers, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. Unless we share with each other. What's he talking about? Knowledge, the resources, everything. All right? You got to share. We can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. Okay? At this time of his life, you know, he was accustomed to... I mean, I don't know about how it is over where he was living and stuff, but yeah, it's like there's an interview where he's saying everything's sort of me, and you guys can't have it, you guys can't take, this is all my pie. Nobody wants to share the pie out, you know what I'm saying? So he just wants to help, he's actually just illustrating the fact we can't go nowhere unless we share with each other. Unless we share something. You know what I'm talking about?
We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of two distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids, but then changed. And that's the way it is.
And I think what he's referring to here is, how can the devil... Guys, remember, I haven't got the lyrics in front of me. This is a non-lyric video, so everything's just done off the cuff. Off the cuff means like on the spot. How can you let the devil take... So basically, he's referring to when we used to be kids, it was fine, but it changed. The devil took his friend away, his brother. And that could be, that's a metaphor for perhaps drug use, the life of crime. You know what I'm saying? Because there's that area is quite... It's not a harmonious environment. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that's what he means. He doesn't mean his brother like got taken away and his life was over. He's talking about the acts of violence, the acts of committing crime and taking drugs, right, excessively.
I let it go back to when we played as kids, but then changed.
Let's go back here 1 second. I think it was about here.
Instead of two distant strangers, and that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids, but then changed. And that's the way it is. Come on.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
I want to be, only way I've been practicing my whole life to live my life is to be responsible for what I do. I don't know how to be responsible for what every black male did. I don't know. Yes, I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here.
I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. We under. I wonder what it takes to...
Whoo! How I wish I had the lyrics so I could just read them to you. Okay, so... Okay, the interview part, I think that was done after his court case. He had some issues there and he's coming out of court again now. He was in and out of court. Shooting at cops. There was allegations of him committing indecent acts of sorts. But we're not here for that. Okay, we're here for music. I don't want to talk about too much about his personal endeavours. But look, he's giving it a view. He's just saying here, how can I be responsible for every black male in this country? I only could be responsible for myself and what I do. You know what I mean? So he's saying, don't stereotype me. And this was very true for artists back in the 90s, early 90s. When they released a song, they were kind of saying, oh, your song excites a lot of people to commit these acts. Therefore, we're going to try to block your material. Really? So I think here he's just justifying the fact, like, look, what are you guys doing? I'm a businessman. I'm you can find me in my place of business. That's what he's saying here in the rest of his interview. You know what I mean? So he did not want to be labelled like the rest of whoever these people were trying to label him as. Oh, you're a convict now, so you like the rest of them. Let's throw you away. But I think that's one of the... to be honest with you, I think that's one of the reasons why he was always sort of kind of vexed or angry or had to prove something, because he didn't want to be labelled something just because of a misunderstanding that might have happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's, unfortunately, I mean, that's life, right?
That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here.
I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races.
I see no changes. All I see is racist faces, misplaced hatred. I'm not going to say any more on that. Believe me, I could say a lot on this stuff right now, but I do not want any of my videos to get blocked on YouTube, okay? So look, this is not, we're in the middle. We're in the middle here.
We under, I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the wasted. Take the evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both black and white and smoke tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real time to heal each other.
Oh, Come on, Pac. The only time, listen.
Take the evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both black and white and smoke tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real, time to heal each
It
other.
takes skill to be real, time to heal each other. It takes skill to be real. It takes skill to be real, time to heal each other. Forget about killing each other. You got to be real with each other. That takes skill. Yo, Pac's giving everyone a blueprint. He's giving you guys a blueprint. Everyone. It takes skill to be real. Time to heal each other. If this was a political song, I mean, I don't know if it is, but if this was a song about peace, John Lennon had a song about peace. Imagine. From the Beatles, John Lennon, right? He had a song. Imagine. This is the Tupac's Imagine version of Change, and it's called Changes. Okay, so think that way. In that genre of music, John Lennon had Imagine. Imagine all the people. Okay, and in the hip hop genre, we got Changes. So this is the Changes. Changes is the Imagine of John Lennon. So this is like the song of peace and hope, prosperity. Changes. Just to give you some kind of background on why this song actually crossed over into a lot of genres. Okay, I'm surprised Daz even dropped in on my other Tupac reaction. It was like, "Yo, can you do Changes?" Well, she didn't say "yo," but it was like Changes. I was like, "Oh, snap!" And a few others like Phoebe as well. So surprising, but yeah, definitely. This song in particular was the one that actually crossed over a lot of genres. Perhaps because of the meaning.
And although it seems evident, we ain't ready to see a black president. It ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks.
Oh! This song is Cradle to the Grave, but hang on.
It ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact.
It ain't a secret that conceal the facts. The penitentiary is filled with blacks. Don't conceal the facts. The penitentiary is filled with blacks. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to be going too much. We're in the middle. Okay, he's highlighting a fact. You may not like what he has to say. He's highlighting a fact, possibly still true today. Possibly. The reason I say possibly is because I don't hear any other artists talking like this anymore. I don't hear any other artists saying this. So my growing up, my understanding when I heard this song, I was like, oh, okay, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? The penitentiary is filled with blacks. Okay, that's what he says. The penitentiary is filled with blacks. That's what he says, right? I don't even know if that's still true. I like to have an idea. Okay, well, maybe times have changed. Hopefully. But again, I don't hear any artist talking about anything related to anything like that. Again, Pac was one of those artists who were very courageous, adventurous, and really took his work seriously. He really wanted to push it out, and whatever that is. And usually, what I've noticed in the timeline of musicians is, in the later part of their career, or at some point, the fun's over. They've had their fun, but at some point, they want to leave a legacy. You know what I'm talking about? They want to leave a legacy. And Pac, freaking hell, what a legacy. In his early 20s, bruv. In his early 20s. People in their early 20s now, they've got no idea, man. They have no idea at all.
Penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change. Try to show another way, but it's staying in the dope game. Now tell me what's a mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. You gotta operate the easy way.
I made a G today.
But you made it in a sleazy way. Selling it to the kid.
I gotta get paid.
Well, hey, well, that's the way it is.
Come on, come on. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
Obviously, I don't want to say it, but obviously he's talking about selling crack to the kids. I made a G today, but you made it in the sleazy way, selling crack to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, you can't sell crack to the kids. You're not allowed to do that. But in some areas, they got no choice. This is what Pac did. Pac took you into a location and says, this is the reality of it. This is, I mean, it is. I might be laughing now and stuff, but it's true. I'm telling you the truth now, unless you can recommend me another artist, I don't hear anybody painting this picture. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody. In fact, they want to glorify it more. Yo, I got my things and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You get me? Nipsey Hussle was somebody I respected a lot as well as an artist, because he didn't talk about glorifying those kind of things. He did what Pac did. Started to do what Pac did. You know what I'm saying? Taking a step back, I was like, we're going to make positive change. We want to change the community. We want to take me as an example and put that into positive light. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. You know, Nipsey Hussle got took out the way he did. What? Because he was trying to create positive change as well? You know what I'm talking about? And this is not a rant about me getting at artists that have positions now in the industry to do what Pac did, because they can't. Nobody can do what Pac did. 100%. 100%. 100%. In hip-hop, in that genre, he's one of many that pretty much once in a lifetime. Well, in my lifetime anyway. Pretty much. You know what I'm talking about? And it's amazing. You know, we can capture this now and we can listen to it on the internet and talk about it and stuff. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going off on one. We're going to jump back into changes.
That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Hear me.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Oh yeah. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
You gotta make a change.
Rap star and actor Tupac
Shakur was riding in his black. The 25-year-old rapper had long
You can't really hear what he's saying because of these TV reporters talking, but it's time for us as a people to start making some changes. Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we treat each other. Let's change the way, because the old way wasn't working, right? So it's up to us to start making some changes. That's what he's saying as his reporters are going off. Okay, so if you do get a chance to listen to the original version without these reporters talking, you will get to hear that little segment before he goes into the final verse. But that's what he's saying. How do I know that? Told you, I'm a Pac fan. Legitimate. Like, I like to think so anyway.
also charged with
Today, hundreds of others reached outside of nation's love schools to pay their respects to the slain rapper.
not guilty.
To survive. And still I see no changes. Can a brother get a little peace? It's war on the streets and a war in the Middle East. Instead of war on poverty, they got a war on drugs so the police can bother me.
Woohoo! They got a I remember this. They got a war on the drugs so the police can bother me. They got war on drugs. Can the brother get a little peace? There's war in the Middle East. They got a war on the drugs so the yo man, that shit.
Get a little peace. It's war on the streets and a war in the Middle East.
There's war on the streets and there's war in the Middle East. Can the brother get a little peace? They got a war on the drugs so the police can bother me. Like I says, I'm in the middle. I'm not trying to go one way or the other. Okay, this is just at that time in the early 90s. This was what was written, produced, and released post his death, mid 90s. Well, he died. He unfortunately died in 96, but this was released afterwards. So this is a reflection of that time, that era, guys. Okay, all right. All I'm doing is fulfilling a request. So don't get at me like, oh, why did you do this song at this current climate? Well, if that's the case, you shouldn't be asking me that question. What you should be asking the question is, why is that? Why is there, in the current climate we're in, why does this song emotionally rattle you up? Perhaps it's still true today. I mean, I'm just saying. That's why Pac is considered one of the greatest. Okay, he is, no doubt. I do have question marks on other artists that say they're the greatest. I don't like, really, are you? But hand on heart, definitely can say Pac was one of the greatest up there in the hip hop genre. Okay, and I believe, you know, I do think there are other greats out there. But yo, I'm an avid Pac fan as well. But with that being said, hip hop wise, Again, I've not seen a song that's come as close to this with this message. Till this day.
Instead of war on poverty, they got a war on drugs so the police can bother me. And I ain't never did a crime I ain't have to do. But now I'm back with the facts, giving it back to you. Don't let them jack you up, back you up, crack you up, and pimp smack you up. You gotta learn to hold your own. They get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone.
Oh, you gotta learn to hold your own. They get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone. Telling cops they can't touch this. So, I'm not sure 100% who he means by they. They get jealous when they see you. Is he talking about his boys? Like, he's talking about the feds? Who is he talking about? They get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone. So when they see somebody doing good for themselves in the community, is that when they come at you? Is that what Pac's trying to say here? When you're doing good, that's when they want to come get you. That's why he's saying they get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone. I don't know who he's talking about, they. So obviously he didn't want to go into the details of who they are, but we can think about that.
You gotta learn to hold your own. They get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone. But tell the cops I can't touch this. I don't trust this. When they try to rush, I bust this. That's the sound number 2. You say it ain't cool. My mama didn't raise no fool. And as long as I stay black, I got a stage strap. And I never get to lay back. Cause I always got to worry about the payback. Some buck that I roughed up way back. Coming back after all these years. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's the way it is.
What he's saying there is, I'll go back a bit. He's saying, I got to worry about somebody I did over a few years ago coming back. So basically what he means is, if he was out of context of his character and he roughed somebody up, like just beat them up, let sleeping dogs lie. It's done. You know what I mean? But he's always got to stay strapped. He's always got to carry a pistol with him because there's always retaliation. He hasn't said it in so, you know what I mean, in so many words, but you can pick up on the nuances there. Retaliation, coming back. So he's got to stay strapped. After all these years. And he ends it, rat-a-tat-tat. That's the way it is. What a great ending to the song. Right, we'll go back a bit so you catch that. So yeah, he's talking about, you know, he jacked somebody up. Jack means like either he protected himself and he like, there was a bit of a rumble, a bit of a fight. He's got to stay strapped because they're coming back after all these years. Rat-a-tat-tat. If you didn't say all these years and you left that out, then this song we could say he predicted his death, because there's in Las Vegas he did rough somebody up. Okay, I think his name was Orlando Anderson, right? He roughed him up big time. Him and Death Row, him and his friends took him out in the Vegas, just licked him one lick, and Anderson was on the floor, and Pac just plowed into him, roughed him up, and then he says in the song, "Coming back," so he's got to stay strapped. It's eerie. It's quite eerie he said that. And it's almost the truth, if you think about it. I mean, if you're a Pac fan, you would know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, it might sound like gibberish. But that's pretty much a connection. I've just seen that now, actually. It's pretty cool.
Now number 2, you say it ain't cool. My mama didn't raise no fool. And as long as I stay black, I got a stage strap. And I never get to lay back. Cause I always got to worry about the payback. Some buck that I roughed up way back. Coming back after all these years. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah. You're my brother, you're my sister. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. My sister. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Something will never change.
Yo, that was my Tupac reaction, commentary, breakdown. Yeah, I do try to just make sure I don't have anything, unless it's specifically a lyric video. I try to just give it as I hear it and bring my interpretation forward, okay? It may not be the right interpretation for you, but it's just mine, okay? And that's my perception of it, being from the UK, hearing this kind of music when I was growing up, okay, with a bunch of other music that was around me, okay? Fortunately, yeah, Queen was... I wish I heard Queen a lot earlier, but that's one of those things, okay? That's music. There's always something around the corner, and then as is life, the curiosity of like different genres and you always find some gems lurking. And then when you find that treasure chest of songs or artistry, you want to go in and enjoy it, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and commentary, and stay safe. Catch you in the next one. Peace.